What is up, guys? As promised from the title, we will be watching some of, or day two of the Senate confirmation hearing from Secretary or for HHS, is it Human Health Center or something? I don't know. Whatever it is, he's gonna be the head of medical stuff and health care. Or I don't know if it's health care exactly, but health things in in the United States. And then afterwards, we'll play a little bit of Elden Ring because I fucking love that shit. And this is I mean this is a little bit of politics. We do a little bit of politics here, because I'm interested in that, but I'm also interested in Elden Ring too. So it's gonna be that as well. So yeah, but is this thing even capturing it? Hold on. It's got to be capturing something. And what's really cool too, guys, because now that I have access to all my RAM. Hi. You're okay. You can come in. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Go for it. Yeah. But yeah. Like my game, I have all my RAM. I have 32 gigs of RAM, and so now, like, my frames are up. My frames are up. Like they're at 58 right now. Okay. What is my guy wearing? Oh my gosh, I look so ugly. All right.
On fetal tissue taken from elective abortions.
Yes.
Fantastic. Let me ask you just about Title 10. You were asked about this yesterday too, and I think I understand your answer. I just want to be sure I've got it crystal clear. Title 10, which prohibits the funding of the use of federal taxpayer funding for abortions or to flow to entities like Planned Parenthood that perform abortions or refer people to abortions. You were asked yesterday if you would support President Trump's rule that says no Title 10 funding for those who perform abortions or refer people to abortions. I think your answer was yes, you would reinstate that rule. I just want to be sure I'm right about that.
Yes.
Fantastic. Last point that I have for you. On mifepristone, the chemical abortion drug, you said yesterday that you would study its safety. I think that's good. I want to make an additional point here just about how the Biden administration changed the rules on mifepristone that I hope that you'll take into consideration, because you pointed out, I'm almost done, Mr. Chairman, you pointed out that we need to honor the wishes of voters and states and their right to set life policy. I just point out that the Biden administration's rule on mifepristone, which they did after the Dobbs decision, means that in any state, including ones like mine, where voters or state legislators say we don't want abortion performed after a certain point, if the Biden administration rule on chemical abortion stands and you can mail in these abortion drugs without a doctor visit or referral, that means no state ban, no state decision, no voter decision is going to matter. We're going to have a one-size-fits-all policy set here in Washington. I hope you'll take that into consideration.
I will implement President Trump's policies.
Senator Hassan.
Well, thank you, Mr.
Dude,
Chairman.
who's this guy on the ground?
And Ranking Member Sanders. Good morning, Mr. Kennedy. Look, I want.
Bro, I feel like when you're looking at these dudes on the ground here taking these photos, it's just so awkward. It's so weird. Like no, I gotta be on the ground now. I gotta be right here. Like hold on. Let me angle it up. Let me get the shot from the side. Ooh yeah. Like it's just. I mean, I get it. This is photography. This is this is what they have to do. But it's just it looks so strange and I would like tacky. I would say Yeah.
want to just take a moment because, like a few of us on this dais, I sit on finance as well as help. And one of the things that was most disturbing to me about yesterday's hearing was the suggestion from some of my friends on the other side of the dais that our intense questioning and concerns about Mr. Kennedy were driven by partisanship. I have voted for 5 of President Trump's nominees.
She has voted for 5 of President Trump's nominees. But it doesn't matter, okay? If you disagree with Trump in any way, in any of his nominees, it's partisan, bro. Partisanship is when you disagree, whether it's valid disagreements or not valid disagreements, with my party, okay? For whatever reason, if you disagree, because everything that my team says is common sense, and everything that my team doesn't say is bad and evil, and if you disagree with that, you're partisan. Because the only reason why you would disagree with my side is because you're on the other side, okay? Because if you look at whatever I'm saying, it's factually the right thing, and everything else is, a lie. So take that what you will.
To date in the last couple of weeks. One of them, the new Secretary of Transportation, was on the scene last night at DCA. Like all of us, I take really seriously our obligation for advice and consent. And I am concerned, as Senator Mullen expressed his concern, about the need for science to help us move forward on critical issues. Now, some of you are new to this committee and new to the Senate, so you may not know that I am the proud mother of a 36-year-old young man with severe cerebral palsy. And a day does not go by when I don't think about what did I do when I was pregnant with him that might have caused the hydrocephalus that has so impacted his life.
Dang,
so
sad.
Please do not suggest that anybody in this body of either political party doesn't want to know what the cause of autism is. You know how many friends I have with children who have autism? The problem with this witness's response on the autism cause and the relationship to vaccines is because he's relitigating and churning settled science so we can't go forward and find out what the cause of autism is and treat these kids and help these families. Mr. Kennedy, that first autism study rocked my world. And like every mother, I worried about whether, in fact, the vaccine had done something to my son. And you know what? It was a tiny study of about 12 kids, and over time, the scientific community studied and studied and studied and found that it was wrong. And the journal retracted the study because sometimes science is wrong. We make progress. We build on the work, and we become more successful. And when you continue to sow doubt about settled science, it makes it impossible for us to move forward. So that's what the problem is here. It's the relitigating and rehashing and continuing to sow doubt so we can't move forward, and it freezes us in place. Now let me move on to my other concerns from yesterday's hearing. During yesterday's hearing, you really showed a lack of knowledge.
Yo, for real, all people say all these things. Are the vaccines causing autism? Why are there so many people who are autistic today, and nobody was autistic yesterday or last night? And I think there was a time before and where if you were autistic or you were different, they would just kind of like beat the shit out of you. And they'd be like, we don't know what's wrong with him. He's, retarded or whatever. And that was kind of it. That was kind of that. And so now they can't do that. So they gotta act that, because that's like child abuse, But before, that was just like, what you did. So what it comes down to, what I'm trying to say is if you're wondering, where did all these things come from? What happened? Where did all these, what happened is it's been happening for a while. We just never really cared about it, before, like, they'd be like, there's something wrong with this kid. Let's lobotomize him, or there's something wrong with him. Just lock him up in an insane asylum or something. or like there's something wrong with him, and then you like send him to the front lines, have him charge in the beaches of Normandy, and that's just kind of it's just kind of it, or they just become homeless, or uh, like nobody really cared, and now they're like, oh, it must be because of what is the shit, the vaccines, and it's like, I mean, that's not the case. That's just simply not the case.
Knowledge about Medicare and Medicaid. So what is Medicare Part A?
Medicare Part A pays mainly for primary care or physicians, and then
No,
Medicare.
so it is about Medicare Part A is seniors coverage for inpatient hospital care. What's Medicare Part B?
For physicians and doctors, Medicare care Part D
That is coverage for outpatient care and home health. So what is Medicare Part C?
Medicare Part C is a program where it's the full menu of all the services A, B, C, and D for Medicare.
It is Medicare Advantage, which it's the private insurance option for seniors on Medicare. So, Mr. Kennedy, you want us to confirm you to be in charge of Medicare, but it appears that you don't know the basics of this program. So let's turn
I
to
just explained
Medicaid.
the basics.
No, I had to correct you on several things.
Oh, you
Let's
just
turn
added
to Medicaid.
information,
Yesterday,
Senator. You didn't
said
correct me. I didn't get it wrong.
Mr. Kennedy, my time is limited, and I hope the chair will give me
Is
a
this
couple of more
question,
minutes.
Senator?
Yes, Medicaid.
All right, because you're
Let's
giving me
turn
very
to
little time
Medicaid.
to answer one.
Let's turn to Medicaid. Medicaid is, you said yesterday to Senator Cassidy, Medicaid is fully paid for by the federal government, and it's not fee for service. That statement is false. Do you now understand that that statement is false, yes or no?
That Medicaid is paid for by the federal government. I believe that.
You said it is fully paid for. Medicaid, in fact, sir, is a federal-state partnership.
The state has a partnership.
Right, so you were wrong yesterday, so you're acknowledging that
Well,
that statement was false, right?
I misstated something.
All right, good. So yesterday when you were questioned about Medicaid, you repeatedly dodged questions by saying you want to make it better. Republicans are circulating a proposal that would end Medicaid expansion in some states, including in New Hampshire. So I will submit this for the record, but it is important to me to understand whether you believe that taking Medicaid away from 60,000 people in New Hampshire would make Medicaid better. And would it make New Hampshire healthy again? I'll submit that for the record. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Senator Tuberville.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Kennedy, for being here. Being a few months older than me, I'm going to be respectful to your elders.
Not by much.
Yeah, not by much, that's right. But thank you. Look at this room. We hadn't had a full room in here since I've been in here 4 years on any hearing. Thank you for bringing the light to what this is all about. It's about health in our country. There might have been a half a dozen people in the last Health and Human.
I'll tell you what, that lady was questioning him about things. It seemed like he didn't really know about a lot of that stuff. But here's what's important, is that the average American doesn't even know what any of that stuff means either. So, like, this lady's questioning him, and it's like, does it even matter? Because I don't even know what that shit is. Like, bro. Like, that shit's not important, because if it was important, we all would know what it is, and we don't. So, obviously, clearly, none of that shit that they just grilled them on matters, and everything that was just said is clearly, obviously, bipartisan hackery from some crying lady. And, yeah. So, confirm our guy, RFK Kennedy Jr. Yeah, because I mean, clearly, like, he speaks the truth, and he knows about which vaccines are good, which vaccines are bad, and turns out it's all of them. And yeah, so let's hear this guy, because he seems nice, all right, and he speaks with a nice Southern twang. And look at his face. Look at his face too. His face. It looks serious, and it's got a big nose on it, but it's got a nose with with a lot of character on it too, you know. And so he seems like he knows what he's talking about. He seems like the kind of guy who, you know, is gonna smile and nod as he signs the paper that, you know, forecloses my house.
Services uh, nominee. Nobody was interested. Lawyer who worked from home in California. Didn't do a damn thing in terms of what we needed when COVID was full steam. So thank you. Thank you for getting our young people involved. My two boys, 28 and 30. A year or so ago, they were going to vote for you for President of the United States. You know why? Because you're trying to save their group of people from the chemicals and the things that we have in our food. They're fired up about it. And you brought light to that. And thank God you've done that. You brought importance to what we're doing. You know, I coached for 40 years. In the last 4 or 5 years I coached, I'd never seen like the run on drugs our young people.
For real, thank God, you know, thank God. Like, is there a question that this dude has, or is he just like gonna be saying like thank you? You know, dude, RFK, what has he done? Who knows? But thank you for doing it. Thank you for speaking up and being RFK and having you know the last name Kennedy and speaking up about this. That really matters. That's really important, you know, because kids they take drugs and they take vaccines, and we don't know what any of them means or what any of them does or even what drugs or whatever he's talking about. But what matters is he's a Congress guy, and RFK, he says no to all of it.
We're being given by doctors across this country. We have a attention deficit problem in this country. You know, attention deficit, when you and I were growing up, our parents didn't use a drug, they used a belt, whipped our butt, you know, and told us to sit down. Nowadays, we give them Adderall and Ritalin. They're like candy across college campuses and high school campuses.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Kennedy, what are we going to do?
For real, for real. I mean, like, there needs to be, like, you can go to the pharmacy, but they give you, like, a belt, you know, and they say, this is what the doctor's ordered, you know? And you just give them the belt. That'll help the kids pay attention. You know, like kind of like what I said before, you know, they would just like, oh, just lobotomize them, bro. Shock therapy them, okay? Just hook them up to some electrodes or whatever, and when they're not paying attention, just zap them quick, you know, or you use the belt. I mean, what's the difference? You can belt them, or you could just, you know, zap them, shock collars. Just put little shock collars on your kids when they're not paying attention. Just zap them. Like, what are we doing, dude? What are we doing? Like, you could use a belt, but come on, that's more work for your arm. Bro, instead, you know, technology has come so far. Just push a button instead. You know, use a belt. You got to chase them around. You use a shock collar. You just push a button. Come on. What are we doing, guys?
Do about that.
Today,
what are we going to do about that?
of American kids are on Adderall. And there's clearly a major problem with overprescription, not just with our children, but with our entire population. We have 4.2% of the world's population, and we take 50% of the pharmaceutical drugs. And there's a recent study by Peter Ghosh, who is one of the founders of the Cochrane Collaboration, that showed that prescription drugs are now the third largest cause of death in our country after cardiac arrest and cancer. We're not getting healthier. Americans are getting less and less healthy. 70% of pharmaceutical profits globally come from our country, which has 4.2% of the world's population. We're the only country that allows full-scale pharmaceutical ads on TV. And we're all being told you can make yourself, you can eat anything you want, you can smoke anything you want, you can do anything you want, and there'll be a drug to fix you in the end. And it is not a good formula. And our kids are getting sicker and sicker. They're not getting better. Nobody here, all the people here who are defending this current system and defending these pharmaceutical industry profits, many of whom are taking huge amounts of money, from the pharmaceutical industry, millions of dollars for many of these senators. And none of that, this is not making our country healthier. It's making us sicker. We need to get rid of these conflicts. We need good science, and we need good leadership that is able to stand up to these big industries and not bend over for them.
Thank you. And you brought to light the vaccines over the last couple of years. I've had my first granddaughter here in a couple of weeks, and my son and his wife have done their research about vaccines, and she's not going to be a pincushion. We're not going to allow that to happen. But you brought
You know
that
what's
up.
crazy?
As you and I talked.
What's crazy is it's like, bro, we have to do. Hold on. What's going on that you have to do your own research to see if a vaccine is good or not? Like, what research are you doing that the government isn't doing that you can figure out if the vaccine is good or not? Like, how is the government making a vaccine, or not even the government? How is a pharmaceutical place making a vaccine, following the government regulations, but you have to do research to figure out if that vaccine is safe or not? How are you doing research? What research are you doing? What blind studied tests, whatever that you're doing at home to figure out whether or not the vaccine is good? Like how am I doing that? How am I supposed to do that? You know, how do I do that? How do you as a citizen do that? Aren't we supposed to trust the government? Aren't we supposed to trust these researchers and scientists and the drug or the drug companies to make safe, medicine for us? Why am I supposed to be doing their job and doing the research to figure out if it's safe or not? What the hell? But then, so I mean, that's one thing that I'm just like, what is this? What are they saying? Like, but not only that, maybe it is only that. I guess I kind of forgot what I was saying. But like, it's just kind of funny. I just think about that and I'm like, huh, like, all right, I guess, like, whatever, because what are you seeing that's out there? What is out there that is not, or that is telling you that this shit is dangerous? That is not the people who are doing the studies, who do the studies. Like, how, like, they're the ones that determine it. I don't know. Okay.
Talked about vaccines. Coach, let's empower scientists to do their job. Let's go by what they do. Let's don't just do something for the pharmaceutical company. So I appreciate you doing that. One other thing is you and I talked about red dye number 3, and just happened, you and I talked.
Oh no, they're like, oh, however many people on Adderall, 15% of the population's on Adderall. Dude, what percent of the population's on ibuprofen, bro? Come on now. I know people who take that shit every day. Like, but I mean, what's going on? There's all sorts of health crises happening that are, I don't know, getting swept under the rug that people aren't thinking about. Like, I mean, I do wonder too with that. Like, okay, Adderall's not safe, Ritalin's not safe, vaccines aren't safe. You can't trust the government to regulate these things and make them safe. Bro, so many people are on ibuprofen. How do we even know that shit's safe, bro? How do we know that shit's safe? You don't even need a prescription to get that, and everybody be taking that. Was it Tylenol before that? Like, if you took like 7 of them, you would die. Your liver and kidneys would shut down, and they had to fix that shit, and they had to put like warnings on the bottles. That used to not be the thing. I think that was like in the 80s that shit was happening. So I mean, I'm just wondering like what else, what else is there that we're missing? Because I guess we're clearly missing a lot of stuff, clearly a lot of common sense things, before, kids had these issues and now we're just drugging them. We should be doing something. I hear that too. Oh, now all these kids are on all these drugs, bro. Adults are on drugs too, and it's not just the SSRIs and ibuprofens and whatever. Like, you know how many people drink alcohol? There's a lot of people. There's bars everywhere, bro. There's bars everywhere. There's a lot of people that drink alcohol, self-medicatingly, whether it's to solve their problems or to have a little fun, but they take that shit every day, and it's just, I guess is when it comes to some of these drug things, the thing about one drug you can say about almost all of them. You can be skeptical about almost all of them.
Talked about that, and a few days later in this room we had the FDA director. And I asked him, why do we use red dye 3 in our cosmetics? Or we don't use in cosmetics, we use in our food, but we don't use it in cosmetics because it causes cancer. What in the heck's going on? Well, a few weeks later, because of your insistence, we dropped it. So tell me about dyes and things that you're concerned about.
That's kind of funny.
I get more talk about that than anything.
We have 10,000 ingredients in our food in this country because FDA employs a standard called the GRAS standard and looks at any new chemical as innocent until proven guilty. In Europe, they have 400 ingredients in their foods. Kellogg's makes Fruit Loops for the United States alone. It is loaded with red dye, blue dye, yellow dye, and many, many other ingredients. They make the same product for Canada that's all vegetable dyes, and for Europe. If you eat a McDonald's French fry in this country, it has 11 ingredients. You eat the same product in Europe, it has 3. But we are allowing these companies, because their influence over this body, over our regulatory agencies, to mass poison American.
Here, you know what? I will agree on that. Like, it is something where it's like, hey, we're allowed all these different things, all these different chemicals. Why? Oh, preservatives, or it makes it taste better. And if he can actually like do something to change that, that would be cool. I would agree with that. I mean, we can make things healthier, We can make things better for us. We can make things that are not, like filled with all kinds of crazy chemicals, and just make them, like good. We can do that. What I want to know though is will people continue to buy that shit? But I mean, what I or yeah, I guess I'm on board with that. There is a lot of stuff that uh could be done better, could be done more naturally, or and less crazy dyes and less chemicals and foods and whatnot. But I mean, motherfuckers are also saying that blue dye is or blue ink dye or whatever shit is fucking good for you. So who knows? Who knows? Red dye is bad, blue dye is good. Who knows, bro?
Children, and that's wrong. It needs to end, and I believe I'm the one person who's able to end it.
Thank you.
Senator Kim.
Thank you, Chairman. Mr. Kennedy, good to see you. I wanted to just start by asking you if you support medically assisted treatment to help people get off of opiate addiction.
Yes, I do.
Do you think it's safe, and would you consider it to be the gold standard of the approach?
The Cochrane collaboration, which is the most prestigious scientific research organization, has said that the gold standard is, has found in studies, a gold standard is 12-step programs. You need an entire menu of treatments because many addicts will not respond immediately, at least to 12-step programs. And for many of them, Suboxone and other, and even methadone, are critical interventions that save lives, that get addicts off the street, and they should be available as a treatment option. I wouldn't describe them as gold standard, but I would describe them as medically necessary.
Well, this is something, look, I know we all take this very seriously in terms of the plight of opioid addiction in our country. And that's something that I hope we can recognize. We need to lift up more and more. I mean, NIH has said over and over again, not enough people are doing it. And in fact, an NIH published study does call it the gold standard of treating for opioid use disorder. You're on a mission against and fighting against chronic disease. You talk a lot about obesity. I wanted to get your thoughts if you support Wegovy, Ozempic, other similar types of GLP-1 drugs to fight obesity.
The GLP-1 drugs, the GLP drugs, the class of drugs are miracle drugs. But I do not think they should be the first frontline intervention for 6-year-old kids, for whom they are currently. That is the standard of practice now. If every American who qualifies for GLP by being overweight, 74% of our population.
Yo, who is this blonde babe in the background here? Okay, who is this? I feel like I've seen her in other things, but she is. I mean, she's babing right now. She is babing right now.
Asked for them, and the federal government was paying for it. It would cost over $1 trillion.
I'm like hearing this dude. Hear him. You know what? Here, I'll tell you what. I really hate how RFK sounds. I hate his. But you know what? He sounds a lot better. He sounds like he finally drank a glass of water, or some orange juice, and I can actually hear him. You know. So good for him. Good for him.
A year, it would double the insurance costs for employers in this country, and it would be a tsunami. And they have a lot of side effects.
You said you support it, but that you don't see it being the tool of choice for especially young kids.
Exactly. If for people who have morbid obesity, for people with diabetes, absolutely. And they shouldn't be prescribed alone without also prescriptions for exercise, because otherwise they eat away at muscle and they're counterproductive. They go after muscle first.
Yeah.
They have all kinds of bad side effects. About half the people on GLPs get off of them after 2 years, and then there's problems when you get off them. So it is a miracle. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to move on to just clarify some statements you made in the past. In the past, you said, quote, Wi-Fi radiation does all kinds of bad things, including causing cancer. Do you still stand by that statement?
Yes, sir. I won a case in front of the Court of Appeals against the FCC on that very issue.
And 5G, do you feel the same way about 5G?
Well, I'm just saying electromagnetic radiation does.
And RF, you think, causes. Another issue that comes before your work.
Bro, you guys, everything causes cancer, okay? You know what also causes cancer? You cause cancer. Your body causes cancer, okay? It's just a part of life. It's a part of having cells. Is, when they're multiplying and dividing and whatnot, some of them, they're not that good. And their body has ways of poking some of them out, but it's hard, and this or that or they, like, there's so much, like, if we would be back in the Stone Age if we had to take out everything that caused cancer, and then even then we would still have cancer.
Work if you were to be confirmed.
And let me just clarify that. It changes DNA, and there are scientific studies that have linked it to cancer, many of them. But it does other things that are, including neurological injury, that are kind of the other frontline injuries that we're most concerned about, that are best documented.
One other issue that comes before your work, if you're confirmed, I wanted to ask if you would support and continue and expand CDC's role in collecting and disseminating data on firearm mortality in the United States, something that...
I believe that we need to study the causes of mass shootings. We need to study all the causes.
When it came to, you said earlier in response on avian flu, you would continue the investments, that you would support vaccine development. I just want to clarify, does that mean you support investments in mRNA vaccine research and development?
I'm not going to pick a vaccine right now. I need to look at all the data. I need to look at safety data and efficacy data, but I'm going to continue research on every kind of vaccine.
Mr. Chair, I yield back.
Thank you, Senator Kim. And now Senator Banks.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Kennedy, President Trump just won a historic election victory, and you were a big part of it. At the outset of the hearing, you talked about those Maha Moms, that coalition that you led, that movement that was behind you, that supported President Trump on Election Day, giving him one of the biggest electoral college votes in my lifetime. You were a part of that. The voters voted for President Trump. And President Trump, by the way, is a man of his word. He always follows through on what he says he's going to do. And one of the things that he said he was going to do was put you front and center in this administration to make America healthy again. And that's why, at the end of the day, a lot of those moms have been here yesterday and today from Indiana to support you in this movement. And that's why you have my full support. And anything other than voting for you to confirm you would be thumbing my nose at that movement, the millions of people in this country who want us to focus on making America healthy again. One of the things I've thought a lot about, I serve on the Armed Services Committee as well. I just left another hearing with the nominee to be our new Secretary of the Army, is the national security risk of an obese nation. 70% of our kids are not eligible today to serve in the United States military, and the Army 2 years ago was 25% off of its recruitment goals, and obesity among our kids is one of the reasons why. And I think you would agree, my first question for you, this epidemic in this country is as much of a public health risk as it is a national security risk. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely, Senator. And like I said, well, I didn't say this.
Yeah, I will say that, like, honestly, the obesity stuff, that is, like, a problem. It's a major problem to deal with for humans, because, like, this, it's a relatively new disease. It's a relatively new disease. It was really hard to become obese in the past, and this is like a this century problem, where you can have people who are poor, who are apparently like the most well-fed, like people who are poor, who are living in poverty, barely making ends meet, and also like obese. It is like how do you not have enough money to eat and you're obese at the same time? Like, what is going on? How is that happening? Like, what, like, only in America, what is going on? And I mean, hopefully they figure shit out. Hopefully, they help people get the help they need. Hopefully, maybe this dude is gonna, cut back all the chemicals and leave us with, regular food again, and not food loaded with chemicals. But I mean, we'll see, because like, Coca-Cola, like Pepsi, I mean, they can handle it outside of the country, but they're not gonna go down without a fight here. So we'll see. And that might cut into their profits. I mean, it's definitely going to cut into their profits. They don't just put all these chemicals and shit in our food for no reason. They don't just do it for fun. They're not just doing it because fuck you, that's why. They're doing it because, I mean, one of the reasons is fuck you, that's why. But the other reason is because it makes them motherfucking money too. And so if you cut that, like, there's gonna be some backlash in that. But we'll see how things go. We'll see if he really does what he says he's going to do. We'll see if Robert F. Kennedy can actually make America healthy again. We'll see if the things that we do are sustainable, or we'll see if taking and cutting out all the bad shit is going to be sustainable or not. We shall see.
When my uncle was president, 3% of Americans were obese. And today, 74% are obese or overweight. In Japan, 3% are obese. So other nations, what we're seeing here is not happening elsewhere. And American kids did not suddenly get gluttonous and lazy. Something is poisoning them. And we need to figure that out. And then we need to end those exposures. We need to do gold standard science. And all of these moms recognize that we now have a unique opportunity in history, where history now is at an inflection point, where we have a unique opportunity to reverse this epidemic. And we know what we have to do. We have to study the additives. We have to end the conflicts of interest on the nutrition panels and on the drug panels that are loaded with people who have corrupt entanglements with the industries they're supposed to regulate, that have turned these agencies into sock puppets for the industries they're supposed to regulate. We need somebody who can come in, who can break that inertia. We are attracting the most talented group of people who work in NIH and CDC and FDA in modern history. And people who are not coming there for jobs, they're innovators, they're disruptors, they're entrepreneurs, and they're coming in not because they want position, but because they actually want to change things and give us gold standard science and make America healthy.
And I know you agree that fitness is a part of that, a major part of that.
Absolutely. My uncle started the Presidential Council on Physical Fitness. I won a contest when I was in school. I got an award for it, and it was a piece of pride for me. And for many people in my generation, I'm sure Coach, won his presidential.
I want to move on. I want to move on to another national security threat. The biggest existential threat to America is the Chinese Communist Party. And right now we're importing 1/3 of our medicines from China. And even more of our generic drugs come from China. It's a public health risk and a national security risk. What can you do as HHS Secretary to reduce our reliance on China and help our domestic manufacturers?
This is a huge priority for President Trump. He sees this as perhaps our greatest national security vulnerability. And over the past few years, so much of our essential medicines, the production of them and the supply chains have been exported to China. And it's a crisis now in our country. If there is a pandemic, if there is a war, if there's any conflicts, China will now be able to ransom American health. And that is not a good situation. We need to bring that production home, and President Trump is committed to doing just that.
Well, sir, I think you're going to have a tough job. You have my full support, but you've got lawmakers against you. You're going to have bureaucrats against you. You're going to be working with the limits of the administrative state at the department. But I'll have your back, and I want to work with you to get it done.
Thank you,
to
Senator
support
Banks.
this movement. Thank you. I yield back.
Senator Blunt, Rochester.
Thank you, Chairman Cassidy and Ranking Member Sanders. Mr. Kennedy, during our meeting, you shared your vision for the department, and we discussed priorities important to my home state of Delaware. But I must say, as a former cabinet secretary and a health official in my state, and listening to your answers today in this hearing, I am deeply concerned and shocked by your apparent lack of understanding of, frankly, some of the basic responsibilities of the department. It's one of the largest, most complex, and it is vitally important. And yesterday, during your finance hearing, and today, you confused details about Medicare and Medicaid. You didn't know what authorities you have under the Emergency Medical Treatment and Labor Act, known as EMTALA, and you made false claims about the safety of mifepristone. However, what concerns me the most as a mom and a first-time grandmother is your decades-long track record of promoting vaccine misinformation and profiting from it, despite the harms that it may cause to American children. And with that, I'll turn to my questions. In yesterday's hearing, you did not seem to know anything about EMTALA, even though I raised it with you during our meeting last week. So I'll give you another opportunity. Yes or no, do you believe that a person presenting to an emergency room with a severe illness should have any type of emergency care needed to save their life?
Any American who the
Yes
law
or no?
says.
Yes.
I'm answering the question. Any
Yes or
American,
no was the direction.
Under the law, every American who presents to an emergency room must be treated, and I can enforce that law, and I believe that's the right thing to do.
Do you agree that a person who is experiencing severe pregnancy complications should be able to receive emergency care to save their life if that care is an abortion?
My understanding of President Trump's policy is that
I'm not asking you President Trump's policy. I'm asking you, what do you believe?
Yeah, if it's necessary to save the life of the mother.
Okay, so you do believe, yes, they should. Do you commit to ensuring that pregnant women will have access to all necessary emergency care, including an abortion, if it is required?
Hey, I'll let you guys know what I think about this shit. My personal beliefs is yeah, go abortion, bro. Go abortion. You can say like it's killing babies. Dude, sometimes, you know what? Dude, sometimes you gotta kill that baby, dude. Sometimes you got to. Bro, God sacrificed his only son for us. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice your son for God. You know? It's what happens, bro. Like, and the thing is, people are like, oh, abortion, you're killing kids. Bro, you're going to war. You're also killing kids. You're killing someone's kid. And anytime anybody dies, anytime that's somebody's kid that died. You're always killing kids when you kill somebody, okay? Whether it's a kid or not a kid, you're always killing kids, okay? Children are always dying. Somebody's child is always dying. And sometimes you have to, you know? So, like, when it comes to abortion shit, at least it's the parent making that choice. And they're the only ones who really should have the right to make that choice. It's not a good choice. It doesn't make you a good person. It doesn't make you a bad person either. But it made you somebody who had to make a hard choice, you know? And you have to make a choice about your offspring, you know? And I think what really matters, and this is really what I'll end this whole confirmation shit on, because it's whatever it is, I feel like these people don't matter. And I feel like what really matters with this is it's not an easy choice to make an abortion. It's not an easy choice that a woman has. But a woman is cursed with making that choice. It's not a good choice. It's not a bad choice. They are cursed with the pain of childbirth, okay? That is God's plan for them. That is God's, maybe plan, but that is God's plan for them, but that is God's design for them. And even choosing abortion is a part of God's plan of helping them grow, of showing them that, I mean, of showing them, you know, the other side of the curse that he has bestowed upon them, you know. And it's what it was. If those of you who aren't familiar with what that curse is, it is basically in the Garden of Eden, I guess. Garden of Eden, there's Adam and Eve. And you can say whatever you want to say about the story or not. The truth of the matter is the message of the story is true regardless, okay? So there's the Garden of Eden. God said, hey, Adam, Eve, you can eat from whatever fucking tree here except for this one tree. This one tree, it's the knowledge of good and evil, and it's bad. And they ate from it anyway, the snake tempted Eve, because I mean, of course, people are gonna eat this shit. Like somebody tells me, oh, it's bad, and then you hear what it is, the knowledge of good and evil. Well, why would that be bad? Why would the knowledge of good and evil be a bad thing to eat, to know? He said he's gonna kill him, or it'll kill him if they eat it. They eat it. The snake says, "Here, eat this shit. You know, it's not bad. It's not gonna kill you. I ate it. It didn't kill me, so you eat it." And then they eat it. And then God shows up and he's like, "Hey, who ate this shit? You guys ate this shit. You weren't supposed to eat this shit. No one's supposed to eat this shit." And then he kicked them out of the Garden of Eden. But when he kicked them out, he gave them curses too. He cursed man. He said, "Dude, you're gonna have to work the land. That's your curse. Don't ever stop working. You're gonna work forever. You're gonna work till the day you fucking die, motherfucker. You are gonna work everything." You know? And then, he cursed the woman. He said, "Hey, woman, you are gonna have to have babies, and it's gonna hurt, you dumb bitch." That's what he said to her. It was not nice. It was a curse. That's why he said, "You dumb bitch." Uh, but yeah, but yeah, uh, yeah. So he cursed them, and now when women give birth, it hurts, and sometimes it kills them, because he said that's what he said. He said you're gonna be cursed with the pain of childbirth. Sometimes the pain kills them, dude. Sometimes just them splitting open kills them, bro. Some women don't know how to work their pussies like that. It happens. Some girl will be like, "Yeah, that's not fair. That's not nice." You know what? I think it's 100% the case. Is how many times do you deal with in that situation? Like, really, really, a couple times in your life. And yeah, and yeah, I just feel like if you deal with that a couple times in your life, you're not gonna you're not gonna be able to do it. Like what if you have a football player? A football player when he becomes a professional, when he's a professional football player, like a quarterback, he knows how to throw that ball. He knows how to throw that ball. You know how many times he's thrown that ball? You know how many times they would have to throw that ball to become a professional? You know, it's not like you could never throw that ball and then you're like, "I'm a professional Tom Brady." No, you gotta throw that shit. So you're you're shitting out a baby out of your vagina. You know, it's like if you do it bad one time, you might actually just die. You might actually just die. You know, and you don't know until it happens, bro. And then what? You know. Uh, Hold on, I got another phone call. No voicemail. Okay. Well, I don't know what I'm getting at anymore. This abortion is cool. It's all right. I don't care. I don't mind. I mean, it's not really cool. I'm just okay with it because if you got to hear the stories of people who had to make abortions, it's never like, fuck it, I just had an abortion. Or there's some people who are like that, and you might be bad, or you might feel bad. You might feel bad. You might be like, "Oh, these people are irresponsible and so selfish." And you know what? It's good. It's good. that they don't have children, because they would probably be terrible parents, and they would probably make people that also are terrible people. You know, imagine that person that selfish, and then imagine them taking care of like having a child, okay? Taking care of a child like that. What do you think? You know what it is. Dude, for a moment, I forgot I was streaming. I was just like talking to my inner head. I am just sitting here talking to myself for real. But we're gonna close that shit. RFK, while there are some things I agreed with, I mostly wanted to play Elden Ring. So I am. Do I need to restart my shit? I think I might need to restart my shit. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, oh, is it? I can close this. What's the other thing? Elden Ring mods. What? Mods what? I didn't say mods. I don't play with mods. Alright, alright. I think we got it. I don't remember what I'm trying to do here. Okay. Well, I can have a lot of things here. But then... Okay. Hmm. 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 Okay. Um. I like this helmet. I'm digging this helmet. All my guys have this helmet. Doesn't this do something else though? Traces of power remains layout, which muffles the sound of footsteps. That's all it does. It just muffles your footsteps. Okay. But this armor still makes the sound. Wow. But then this one doesn't. Wait, isn't there like a lantern or something that makes you invisible? Do I have that shit? Yeah, I doubt that I have that lantern. You know what? I do want that lantern. I do want that lantern. I want to make an invisible guy. I want to make an invisible guy and turn invisible on motherfuckers. Okay? I want to do that shit. Because you can. And it's not used, and it should be used. Because it's fun. All right, guys. I feel like I have not been in an invasion at all. And I went back and forth. And I still haven't been in an invasion. But we will get to an invasion, okay? We will. It will happen. Ashes. No armor. No. Yes. No, no, no. DLC. That's what it is. Weapons. Really. Okay. Sweet. Dude. Is that how it works? Alright, we will get to a a a fight. We'll get to a fight soon, guys, alright? We'll get to a fight soon. We'll get to an invasion soon, alright? It will happen. It will happen today. It will happen in the near future. We'll find a classic brawl, a classic Elden Ring brawl. Do people still do what is it called? Uh is it the duels? No, not the honor duels, the fight clubs, the fight clubs. People still do that shit. We'll see. It honestly doesn't matter to me. Because I'm about to brawl. That's why. Is he down or up? Damn, he's dead. Ooh, gotta run away from those guys. Shit. Dude, ninja. Oh, damn. Did he really? Damn, okay. Ooh, damn. Damn, okay. Ooh. Oh my god. Damn. All right. Oh, is he healing? Did he hurt his teammate? What the hell? Yeah, they do hurt each other. Wow. Let's do this now, dude. No? Kill them both? Oh my god. I should have just looked at him. I should have just looked at him instead of just running like a blind idiot. Damn. Ugh. It just I feel like my shit just was not hitting that hard as it could have been. Like I wasn't bleeding them at all, you know? Wow, I need that for this? Damn. Oh no, I'm not even. Hold on. This is too much. This is too much. But this is okay. And this is okay. Okay. Yeah. This is probably just whack. That's too heavy. That's fine. This is 96. That's the highest. These two are the highest. It's still not 100, but this 96 is still probably pretty good. Yeah. This is what I want too. I want this. This is what I want. Okay. Yeah, fuck that being invisible shit. That shit did not do shit. That shit did not help at all. In the slightest. I did only use it once, but still. Oh damn. You hella dead. Oh, that guy left. That guy, did he leave or did he... Is there somebody else around here? I'm killing somebody else. Oh no. Oh no, they all just left. Connection error. I figured that guy I guess was pissed. They were like, what the fuck? That thing must have been fucking them up. Okay. I can get down there. Yeah, fucking kill him. Yeah, who are you, dude? Who are you? Nice shield, buddy. Let's go. Oh, don't try to kill me. What the hell? Oh, holy, 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 bro. Bro. That was powerful. That was powerful. You know, I want another. I want another katana though. Hold on. I know I have another one. Do I not have another Nagakiba? Is there all of them that I have? Well, I haven't used. Oh, no, that's not what I'm trying to do. Oh, I gotta use the bathroom quick. All right, I am back. I'm actually gonna put this somewhere else. Where's my phone? Here it is. Oh, my dad is gonna be here soon. Hold on, guys. Okay. We are back. The dogs are sad. Ooh, damn. That is my dex build. Mm. The name of my guys, don't be scared. Mm, nope. Hmm. Making it jiggle, making it jiggle, making it jiggle. No, I think it looks better like this. Ooh, okay. I think this is a little better. Bankai booty. There. They fast. What up? Oh, okay. Really? You're on a horse? Dude, yes. Okay, you know what? You want to die? Oh. Damn it. Oh, hey. Oh, wow. Got him. Yeah, how you doing? Oh, okay. Ooh, did that kill him? What killed him? I wonder if it was my bomb or the other bird. I'm gonna say yes, it was my bomb though. Oh my god.
Greeting. Are you here for?
No, I'm not here for that. That was an epic battle. That one was epic, bro. I wasn't sure if I was gonna make it, but I got the backup I needed. Damn, was it needed? What if it's these same dudes again? That'd be fucking crazy. Yeah, I think it might be. What was the other thing that I had that was... Oh, it's this. Oh, wow. Wow. Damn it, dude. Such bullshit. Dude, do I not have a Bloodhound's Fang? I've never used that shit, but it does that. I should fucking use one. I should have one. You know, I would not be surprised if I didn't have one. I don't. I for real don't. I should have one. Oh, I'm still heavy. No, I'm not. But honestly, it does suck not having this. Where is it? Is it still this low? My dogs are mad. My dogs are mad because I left them out here. Alright, come on, girls. Should have kept you in the kennel. Mm. These Doritos are too good. Hey, this isn't bad either. Okay. I'm gonna turn this into should this be cold? Is it okay if it's cold? It will do more damage. You know what? And I'll do more damage too. With Weed Cutter. It would just be cool, though, if I had bleed on this as well. But I don't have lifesteal. Which is okay, I guess. Yeah, this one's hitting at level 8. Wow. Damn. That was cool. Damn, dude, come on, just let me kill ya. You gonna kill yourself? Is that it? You just gonna jump off? Yeah? Yeah? Bro, what if that was real life, bro? Like in real life, that's what that dude would do. That dude would just be like, fuck it. Ah! I'm gonna jump off a cliff. Ah! Like the stakes are this low, and that's what you're doing? Hmm. Wow. Just perfection right there. Oh, and I think I have another one in here. I want another butcher knife. Do I have? Oh, this is what I have. Oh, damn, that's still a lot.
Well, I took you no matter it's out your arm.
I'm trying to strengthen them and not look at them. Alright, we're taking them to 10. do want. Oh, and I want this. I want a keen. And what is the other one that I wanted? I'm sure there was something else I wanted with this. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's fine. What's going on, Eva? No, Ava, not yet. You want to go to the kennel? You really need to go out. Do you need to go outside? Right now? Here. Hey. Did it even work? What the hell just happened? Did I invade myself? Whoa. There's a thing here? I didn't even know. Is this gank squad again? Oh wow. What the hell? God. Oh my god, these guys again. I'm wondering, is the whole mine cleared out? Oh my god. Damn it. Damn it, dude. These guys. They're relentless. Damn it. Damn it. These guys are relentless, bro. Shit. There's 4 of them. Jesus. Goddamn, I fought those guys again, and they were in a ganker's paradise, bro. I have to follow this dude all the way down there. Sweet. Sweet. All right, we're gonna do a few more, and then I think I'll be done. I'm assuming they're over here, but I feel like I haven't seen somebody over here in a while. It's been a long time, and I'm feeling like something's up. Something is afoot. Something's not right. Hmm. Ah, damn. Hopefully I can use this and I can catch up to them. Alright, Atlas Plateau. Oh, okay. He's like right up here. Well. Okay then. I'm gonna leave that alone. Well, I think that'll be it for today, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. If you're watching this at a later date, leave a like, leave a comment. Um, but yeah, as always, have a good day, have a good night, have a good rest of your life. Thank you for watching. It's all love, fam.